Welcome, brave viewers, to the dark and eerie world of folklore legends. Tonight, we delve into the terrifying tale of Bloody Mary. Many of you may have heard of her, the vengeful spirit that is summoned by uttering her name 3 times into a mirror. But do you really know the story behind this chilling legend? Legend has it that Mary was a beautiful young woman who lived in a small town. She was beloved by all, until one day she was accused of a terrible crime she didn't commit. The townspeople turned on her, and she was sentenced to death. But as she took her final breath, she swore revenge on all those who wronged her. Now her vengeful spirit is said to haunt any mirror that her name is spoken into. It's said that her bloody hand will reach out and drag you into the mirror, trapping you in her world forever. And if you're unlucky enough to see her face in the mirror, well, let's just say you'll wish you hadn't. So do you dare to summon Bloody Mary? Or will you heed the warning and stay far away from the mirror? The choice is yours, but remember, once you've called her, there's no going back. If you're brave enough to summon Bloody Mary, then grab a mirror and join us on this bone-chilling journey. But if you'd rather not risk it, don't worry, there's still plenty of frights to come. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming horror videos. Who knows what other terrifying legends we'll uncover next? Gather around, my dear friends, for I have a chilling tale to share with you. Long ago, in a world very different from our own, young women would perform a divination ritual to catch a glimpse of their future husband's face. They would walk up a flight of stairs backward, holding a candle in a hand mirror, and gaze into the reflection, hoping to see their true love. But in this ritual, there was a chance that they would see something far more sinister. A skull or the face of the Grim Reaper could appear, foretelling their untimely death before they could marry. It was a risk they were willing to take, for the desire for love and companionship was strong in their hearts. Centuries later, the ritual evolved into what we now know as Bloody Mary. Now, the individuals or groups would gather in a dimly lit or candlelit room and chant her name into a mirror. 13 times, they would repeat her name, hoping to conjure the apparition of a corpse, witch, or ghost that could be friendly or evil, and often seen covered in blood. But beware, for the apparition is not always a friendly one. Those who dare to summon Bloody Mary may endure her screaming at them, cursing them, strangling them, stealing their soul, drinking their blood, or scratching their eyes out. Some even call her by a different name, such as Hail Mary or Mary Worth. The legend of Bloody Mary has spread far and wide, with a similar story told in Japan of Hanako-san. To be warned, my friends, and think twice before calling upon the spirits, for you may find that the consequences are far more terrifying than you ever could have imagined. My dear friends, I must clarify that the legend of Bloody Mary may not be entirely rooted in the paranormal. Some may attribute the apparition that appears in the mirror to a hallucinatory experience caused by staring into a dimly lit room for a prolonged period. This phenomenon is known as the strange face illusion, in which facial features can appear to melt, distort, disappear, and rotate. Some may even see animal or strange faces in the mirror. This illusion is believed to be caused by a dissociative identity effect that causes the brain's facial recognition system to misfire in a way that is currently not fully understood. Other possible explanations for the strange face illusion include perceptual effects like troxors fading, a phenomenon where static stimuli fade away if stared at for too long, or even apophenia, which is the tendency for the brain to perceive patterns where none exist. So, while the legend of Bloody Mary may be a fascinating tale, it is possible that the apparition that appears in the mirror is merely a hallucinatory experience caused by staring into the mirror for an extended period. Nonetheless, the fear and terror that this legend inspires in many of us is very real. The identity of Bloody Mary remains a subject of debate among scholars and historians. Some have proposed that she is based on a real woman, but there is no conclusive evidence to support this claim. A number of historical figures have been put forward as possible candidates for the identity of Bloody Mary, including Mary I of England, who earned the nickname Bloody Mary for her persecution of Protestants during her reign. Elizabeth the Thori, a Hungarian countess who allegedly tortured and killed hundreds of young women and bathed in their blood, has also been suggested as a possible inspiration for the legend. Another candidate is Mary Worth, who may have been a woman who killed slaves attempting to escape via the Underground Railroad, or a woman who was burned at the stake during the witch trials of the early modern period. Regardless of who Bloody Mary may have been based on, the fear and terror that she instills in those who dare to call upon her name is very real. As the legend of Bloody Mary persists through time, one thing remains clear. The mere mention of her name is enough to send shivers down the spine of even the bravest among us. Whether she is based on a real woman or simply a figment of our collective imagination, the fear she inspires is very real. So the next time you find yourself in a darkened room with a mirror, ask yourself, are you brave enough to summon Bloody Mary? The choice is yours, but beware, you may not like the answer she gives.